I'm very happy to announce that my Freelander is officially back on the road. For how long, we'll find out. This car actually has 3 fatal flaws, believe it or not, but it's still a vast improvement over it was before because I can actually take it out and drive it. 4x4s like this know this sort of terrain very well. Hi, can I get a large Pondberry refresher, please, with the coconut milk? Ah, lovely. If it wasn't built for the coffee shop drive-thru, it wouldn't have 4 front cup holders. So I think this calls for celebration. Another off-road camping trip. This time we're gonna go to my brother's bachelor party. He's getting married in a couple weeks, so what better way to ruin a party? A good opportunity to test this car on a road trip environment once again. So before we start, I'm gonna wash it because it really needs to be washed. And we're gonna check tire pressures, including the spare tire and coolant level. Just make sure it's all ready for this road trip. It's not a super long road trip, so it should be fine. But again, I'm trusting the entire weekend to the most unreliable SUV in the world. And if it breaks down on the side of the road and I have to call for rescue and get a tow truck, etc., that might put a bit of a downer on my brother's bachelor party, which he's supposed to remember this for the rest of his life. Or depending on how much beer he drinks, he's supposed to not remember this for the rest of his life. So I'm really counting on this car to not ruin his entire party. But yeah, let's just get to it. Let's make sure she's all ready to go. Now, when it comes to picking out your camping gear, I believe in comfort, which is why I'm bringing this. Just kidding, I'm not actually. That would never fit in the car. But we're gonna have a quick look through the downstairs garage of my parents' house. They're very kindly letting me borrow some of their camping equipment. This'll do. And there we are. Check out the gear. Let me talk you through what we've got for this weekend. A single person tent, a sword for stabbing things like marshmallows and brats. Sleeping bag, that's not interesting. Camp chair for sitting around the fire. And what are you going to be doing while you're sitting around the fire? You're going to be drinking heavily. So that's why I got this cooler and a sleeping pad. So it's time we pack up the old Freelander and get ourselves going. with such a bad reputation for unreliability is that you're always worried that it's going to leave you on the side of the road, and that kind of kills the fun a little bit. I also said earlier that this engine is really smooth and really quiet, but it would be nice for a given capacity for it to A, be more fuel efficient. I get an average of 15 miles per gallon, and B, be more powerful. I'm constantly kicking it down, then it upshifts, and then I have no power, and then I have to kick it down again. This is a thing with most automatics, but it's just really, really annoying. There's also a fair amount of wind noise in here. A lot of wind noise. There we go for kicking it down again. This car has a character to it and feels so much more human with its flaws. This is a really nice drive, and I'm really enjoying it. So far, no problems. We're about 5 minutes away from our destination, so what could go wrong at this point, right? Man, that's a whole lot of rocks there. I go around like this.
You got it.
Flag on window open. In case I blow a tire on something.
Yeah, I'm not as worried about the tire as your undercarriage.
Yeah, the undercarriage is fine.
Yeah.
Ooh, water. That's a sound back there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
Come on, buddy. You can do it. Look at that. Whoa. This is just all
This
rocks
looks
now.
like it's gonna be, yeah.
How far is it? You're like an eighth of the way, probably. Cool. I'll meet you at the top.
An eighth of the way.
Don't show fear.
Go it. Stay on that right side. There's enough room for you.
I guess so. Gotta hit that tree.
So I would just stay away from the rocks. Stay on anything that looks like it's gonna.
This is proper off-roading.
Doesn't require clearance. And you can hook close right here.
Hey, I mean, I'm a 4x4 owner that actually takes his car off-road, so.
Yeah, that's a new badge of honor you got there.
Okay, right up here, I think. That's. That was a little bit of wheel slip. Did you feel that?
Yeah,
Or hear it?
I heard it. We said if we really find it's going to be too tough, you know, we'll find a spot for your car and we'll jump in Patrick's truck and go.
This is straight.
And you're just going to have to roll them.
Putting straight through it, I guess. I don't have any other choice.
Yeah, you could probably stay the left side of that branch though.
That's so insulting. It's nice to have a Toyota behind me just in case my car breaks down.
Yeah, definitely.
So that I don't, you know, I feel like if I was doing this and
You got
it was,
backup.
yeah, if I was doing this by myself, I
Oh,
would have
fuck
backed
no.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take that right. so far the tires are dealing with the rocks, so
Yes.
obviously that's a little bit of a, I think it's front wheel drive most of the time, and then when it notices the front wheels slipping, then it sends power to the back. Have you crunched anything yet? Like ground it out? No.
I guess you're gonna have to stay on that cliff, or you could just accept the risk of going straight over. It's kind of your two choices.
Ooh,
yep, that was it.
Just kidding.
Here's.
Yeah.
That's.
I noticed.
Alright, you know, okay, yeah, yep, I agree. I don't think there's much other alternative, hopefully.
It just.
Yeah, you got it. Dude,
Yeah, this thing.
nice. Go left. Nice, holy shit. Made it. Wow, that's impressive.
That was definitely impressive right there. The annoying thing is the fact that, and I'm going to be driving back through all this garbage.
I know. I was thinking about that. I was like, you know, I mean, I don't know. The only
If it can make it up it can make it down it.
Well,
right? Because you got gravity on your side.
That certainly has some benefits. Dude, pretty damn good for. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you feel about this, but I kind of consider this vehicle to be about the same as mine as far as off-roading capabilities. So I am thoroughly impressed with your execution here.
Now, do we take it over the sharp-looking rock or through the completely flat area? Is that if you hate your car? Ooh, that was a sound.
That one too. There. Oh wait, look. I think we're there.
Whoa, look at that!
Freaking made it.
About this car. This car blew me away yesterday. Wow. Driving it over an hour just through terrain that it really wasn't built for. You can see with these huge 18-inch wheels and little sidewall. I filled the spare tire before I left yesterday because I was so worried about popping a tire on a rock or something. But it just drove over the rocks just fine, drove through water. No one expected this car to actually make it all the way up here. I had my doubts, certainly, but I mean, wow, everyone, not just me, but everyone else was absolutely amazed by how well this car did. I mean, for a little SUV, I know it's got that Land Rover badge, but you kind of think, well, it's a base model, it's a Freelander, it's got big wheels, it doesn't have low range, it doesn't have locking differentials. It didn't need any of that yesterday. I mean, it was rocks that were all dry and not very slippery, but even so, I only felt the wheels slip 3 times. I grounded out in the middle once, touched the muffler and exhaust there about twice, which was actually really amazing considering how many rocks there were on this trail. Also, it turns out I'm being eaten by mosquitoes, but also it turns out I'm not that bad at off-road driving. Really amazing for $950, most unreliable anything I've ever owned or experienced, and it really impressed. So we've got all day today. We're going to be throwing axes and going fishing and drinking heavily. So we're going to go enjoy that.